Hello friends, how are you guys? We are grabbing lunch, late lunch, early dinner together right now. I went the wrong way. Oh my god. I kind of live by the most confusing drive-thru. Oh my god, I went the wrong way. Oh, thank god there were no cars. Honestly, this drive-thru is so confusing. We are at McDonald's. I'm so excited. We're doing a car mukbang today because your girl has been so busy. I've been running around all day and I haven't eaten anything at all, where I got like a little bit lightheaded and had to eat half a granola bar. So, it's time to order. This is my order when I'm really hungry. Actually, I don't even know what I want today. Let's see. Everything looks so good. They have a Pokemon Happy Meal. Oh, I love Happy Meals. Hello. There is nothing in this world that beats the McDonald's chicken McNuggets, but you have to order at the drive-thru and eat it right away in the car. We always like buy it and then bring it home, and then it becomes like super soft and soggy and it's not as good. So it just hits different when you eat it in the car. Where should we park? Oh, hello. Backing out. I feel like the sun's that way and it's gonna bother me. So let's point this way. We'll park right here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Always lock your car. Oh my gosh. It hits different, okay? When you order it and then eat it right away in the car. Oh my gosh. This is everything I dreamed about. I was gonna go to Taco Bell, but I don't really like Taco Bell that much. I just wanted to try their Baja Blast ice cream. Oh my god, these are so good. Wow. I got a cheeseburger, no onions, no mustard, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, and sweet and sour sauce. And then we always have to eat the fries at the bottom of the bag. I'm crying right now because I'm so excited for this. The cheeseburger at McDonald's is my favorite. They used to have those spicy chicken McNuggets, but they don't have them anymore. But you guys, the other day I went to Wendy's. Carlos and I definitely have to take you guys to Wendy's with us because they have the best spicy chicken nuggets. Oh my god. McDonald's tastes better when it's like hot, you know? I will say, every time I eat McDonald's, I will say that when I first came to America, like when I first immigrated to America, we would eat McDonald's all the time because I thought it was the best thing ever. Their fries were much better in like 1998. I don't know what happened. A subscriber told me that they changed the oil that they make the fries in, and that's why it doesn't taste as good. Oh my god, their cheeseburger just hits. Don't get it twisted though. I can only eat McDonald's once in a while. I can't eat fast food all the time. It doesn't taste good to me when I eat it all the time. I can only eat it once in a while. But like Carlos loves McDonald's and like loves Carl's Jr. and Wendy's and Jack in the Box. It's so good. I haven't had it in a while. I love a good like backyard cheeseburger. Like, do you guys know what I mean when I say a backyard cheeseburger? Like, we're talking, you just made it in the backyard. Like, you can taste the grill marks. It's a nice summer day. The buns have like sesame seeds on them. Those are my favorite cheeseburgers, and I feel like McDonald's does it very well, where I kind of get that feeling. I always do this when I get to the end. Oh my god, the cheese is so good. When I get to the end, I'll grab the fries and I'll put them in the cheeseburger, like so. That way I can eat it in one bite. This would be so good with a Dr. Pepper. That's what I forgot to order. An ice cold Dr. Pepper. We have the chicken Mcnuggets. Oh my god. They're nice and crispy. Sweet and sour. Dip, dip. Oh my god. I love the outside of their McNuggets. Bomb. Sometimes I'll get barbecue, but most of the time I get sweet and sour. The outside, so crispy. If I had an air fryer in my car right now, I would pop them in the air fryer to make them crispier. What do you guys get at McDonald's? Like, what is your order when you go to McDonald's? And if you get the chicken McNuggets, what sauce do you choose? Oh my god. I love, love, love the outside. It's nice and crispy. The chicken on the inside is seasoned nicely. Muy bien. I think there's always that one meal. Oh my god. I thought I dropped something. That reminds you of your childhood. And McDonald's is it for me. Actually, McDonald's and Burger King. So I grew up in Pennsylvania. And I think Burger King might be more popular over there. I don't know. But back then, we would always eat at this one Burger King spot. I think it's on East Market Street. I don't remember. But we would go there all the time. And Burger King was my shit, you guys. I loved it. But I'm going to be honest. Burger King doesn't hit anymore now that I'm older. I don't know if like the Burger King here isn't as good. But I would always get that like long sandwich with like the sesame seeds on top. On the bun. And that was, it just doesn't hit. But that was my favorite. But every time I eat McDonald's or Burger King, it reminds me of coming to America. When I was like 4 or 5. I can't remember if they had chicken McNuggets back in like 98. These are new, right? Like they came out in the 2000s. They didn't have chicken McNuggets back then. Right? Oh my god, am I making that up? This is my happy order. Every time I go to McDonald's, I have to get the chicken McNuggets. Sometimes I'll just get 4 because I love it that much. I also get, my favorite is also their iced coffee. I also get that. I get my iced coffee here, but then this is my like guilty pleasure. Their caramel frappe. Oh my god, it tastes like ice cream. So bomb. I've been feeling kind of down this week, to be honest with you guys. And I think it's because all I've been watching is documentaries on 9/11. Even though I literally know everything about 9/11 and lived through it. But every single year, when it becomes like closer to like September 11th, I get sad. And I think also... with like social media and everything, you cannot not see it on TikTok, you know? Like you're scrolling on TikTok, you're on Instagram, and you see all these videos, and now you start seeing like all the raw footages that weren't released the last 22 years. And it's just so sad. I don't know. It's just, I don't want to make you guys like sad too. But I just get really sad. I was in 2nd grade when 9/11 happened. Yep. Ooh, let me know. Let me know like where you guys were in life. I was in 2nd grade. I remember 9/11 vividly in my head. It was so I lived on the East Coast, obviously. So when it had happened, it was between, I think, 8 and 10 a.m. So I was already in school. And I remember sitting in class, and my 2nd grade teacher, her name was Mrs. Malls. And I remember she walked in with like the most concerned face in the world and said that today was going to be an early dismissal. But as kids, you know, we didn't know anything about it. We were 2nd graders, so it wasn't like they were going to turn on the TV and show us and tell us. But I remember my brother came and picked me up from school, and we walked out of the front of the school, And as we're walking to the car, he was like, hey, you know, something happened in New York City. And growing up, I used to go to New York City all the time because I lived in York, Pennsylvania, which is only a 3-hour drive to New York City. And my sister lived in Paterson, New Jersey, which is only a maybe 1 hour drive, 45 minutes to an hour drive, I believe, something like that. I obviously have to look at the maps now. I haven't been there in forever, but I would go to New York City all the time. So we would drive to New York City. I would go to Paterson, New Jersey. All of my summers were spent with my sister in Paterson, New Jersey, because she owned a nail salon. And in the summer, my mom would always ship me to Paterson, New Jersey, because I would help out at the nail salon. My mom was really big on showing me what it is to work hard. And so in the summers, I didn't really spend time with my friends at all. All of my friends would hang out and, you know, they would go to the pool, they would go on vacation. I went to my sister's nail salon and worked. I think I started helping out at the nail salon in 8th grade. So I worked there until probably when I was 21, when I started making YouTube videos. So it was a long time. Every summer break, I would go there. Sometimes for Christmas break, I would go there as well. And my sister would obviously pay me to help out and stuff. And it was really cool because I think looking back now, those years really taught me hard work. And it kind of makes sense how I ended up being self-employed because I'm surrounded by, you know, my siblings and my mom who have always kind of been really hardworking. And you know, my sisters are self-employed and my brother's obviously, you know, very successful in his career as a pharmacist and stuff. And then my mom's a single mother of 4. So you can imagine that, you know, I was raised by very strong-minded people. And that's something I'm very grateful for, that I had those working experiences, because it really made me grateful for, you know, the money that I make, and it made me very grateful for pretty much everything, because I had to work for everything I wanted, which was, you know, obviously a great lesson to learn growing up. But yeah, so I obviously have been to New York City all the time. Actually, the year before 2001, it was either a few months before September 11th or in the year 2000, my grandpa came to visit us from Vietnam, and we actually went to the World Trade Center, and we were going to go up to the top of the towers. I remember that because back then you were able to go all the way to the top of the towers as kind of like a tourist attraction. And I remember we took my grandpa to New York City. We walked around the whole city and we got to the towers, and I remember seeing how massive it was. And that was kind of my first time going to the towers. The amount of times I've been to New York City, we would always drive past it. There was really no reason to go to the towers. And then we would obviously go to Times Square and all of those places, and the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island and all of that. Which, by the way, if you guys ever go to New York, and you're on the Jersey side, I highly recommend going to Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty. It's so, so cool. But this was before 9/11, so you were able to go inside the Statue of Liberty and go all the way up to I think her crown. It was really, really cool. But obviously after 9/11, I think they shut that down and no one could go inside the statue for a very long time. But I remember my grandpa and I walked around at the bottom of the towers, and for some reason that day we didn't go up to the top. I believe if I remember correctly, it was way too windy, and that obviously isn't safe when you're, you know, that high up in the air. And then it was either a year later or a few months later, I'll have to ask my mom, 9/11 happened, and I remember just being in so much shock and watching it on TV. Back in 2001, not a lot of people had the TVs we had now. It was those little square TVs, you know, with the huge backs. And I remember sitting there at the dinner table, and we were just all in shock. Love that song. We were just all in shock And I remember just sitting there on the floor, just looking at the screen, not like you're having such a out of body experience witnessing that in front of you. Like, you just can't believe that's even happening. And I just remember that night, the night of September 11th, the world just felt very quiet. And yeah, I don't remember much after that. I think we went to school the next day. I'm sure everyone was obviously feeling a lot of different things. I think the whole country was feeling a lot of different things. But when you're so young in second grade, you don't comprehend the weight of the world. You know it's sad and you feel the sadness, but you don't understand, you can't really comprehend that more than 2,000 people lost their lives. And oh my God, it's so sad to talk about. I can't. But now that I'm older, obviously, just every 9/11, it gets a little bit sad. But yeah, so I've been watching a lot of documentaries on that, because there's a lot of great documentaries on Hulu and Netflix that recently have been made about 9/11, and they show raw footages and obviously how it went down. And then Flight 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania was a big deal, and the Pentagon, and oh my God. Wow. It's so crazy that, I was telling Carlos this last night, I was like, it's so crazy that, his little sister, Kim, she's also named Kim. She's actually a Kimberly. She's way cooler than me. But it's crazy that his sister, Kim, I think she was born in 98. She doesn't, obviously, she didn't know anything about this, or the kids that were born after 2001, I wonder what they're learning about in the history books, the fact that they are learning about it, but people my age are lived through it. It's just wild. I guess it's kind of like my future kids learning about COVID in 2020. It's just really sad. But yeah, so I've been on that. I do it every year. I don't know why I do it to myself. It's a really sad thing, but I'm also really into documentaries and just learning new things. And maybe that's why. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys watch it. There's a few on Hulu. I can't think of the name at the top of my head, unfortunately. Oh my gosh. Another thing I remembered was after 9/11, I remember everyone was really on edge, because obviously the whole incident was, after the incident happened, I think Bush had declared war or something. I'm trying to remember my childhood right now, and it's really hard because I'm turning 30. But I remember we had a suitcase packed just in case we had to evacuate, or God forbid something happens. But I remember we had a large suitcase in my mom's room, and it had all of our essentials, just because. I don't remember why or what was on the news that made us pack a suitcase to evacuate. Let me know if you guys remember during that time. I'm having a hard time remembering just because I was in second grade. But I think that suitcase sat in my mom's room for a very long time, probably a whole year. And then in 2016, I believe that they finished building the memorial where the towers are in New York City. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but they built a whole memorial, and I think they started building that in 2006, and it didn't finish being built until 2013 or 2014. So when I was in New York City in 2016 for work, I actually drove past it, but I didn't get a chance to get out of the car and walk around, because I believe there's also a whole World Trade Center museum with real artifacts from 9/11. And I don't know if my heart could handle that, but I told Carlos, I said, next time we go to New York City, I want to go to the memorial. But yeah, it took them a really long time to build that. But if you guys watched the documentary, everything was thoroughly thought out, and it actually has a lot of meaning, which is really nice and really, you know, really cool to like learn more about, but also really sad. Like I just, oh my god, the whole thing is just really sad. And I didn't know this, but after the towers collapsed, the ground, the area where the towers were, it burnt for like 100 days after. Isn't that crazy? That was something new that I learned recently. This week, watching documentaries. I'm sorry this is such a depressing and sad topic. But yeah, it's because this week is 9/11, so... Oh my goodness. Okay, well... I shall continue running my errands for the day. Thank you so much for having dinner with me, I guess. I hope you guys had something really delicious on the other side as well. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. I love to hear from you. I hope you're having a great week. Stay safe out there. I hope you go get McDonald's tonight. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, my loves.